Hi guys, how we doing? I'm just watching the news and it's just crazy, man. It's a fucking disgrace. Now, I mentioned in a previous video that the Independent Police Complaints Commission, who's investigating the death of Mark Duggan, well, the murder of Mark Duggan. They've said tonight that there is no evidence that Mark Duggan opened fire at police officers before he was shot. Now there's no denying that he had a, well, I mean the saying that he had a gun. However, I can remember watching a report the other day that said he had the gun down his sock. So basically, what it looks like the police have just gone in and basically shot him without questioning him or anything like that. Just gone in and killed him. Now the thing is, I mean, this isn't the first time it's happened in London. It happened with John Charles de Menezes as well, the Brazilian guy, after the 7/7 incidents in London. I mean, if you remember, the police just went on the tube and they executed him, and they got away with it. They got away with it. They got away with it, and here we are now, looking as if the same thing is going to happen again. Now I'm watching the news there, and the fucking British news, man, it's obscene. It's obscene. I'm watching the news, and you know, you've got the newscaster talking about a Facebook group that's been set up, that's got something like 650,000 people signed up, liking and supporting the Met to use whatever force they have to bring this under control. They've just fucking executed somebody. They've just fucking murdered somebody. And while all that's going on, you've got this fucking genius bit of fucking propaganda going on in the British press at the minute. You've got pictures of kids running all over the place and fucking flames flying up all over the place up in Manchester. And then you've got the statement from Mark Duggan's family. So remember the IPCC statement. It said, no evidence that Mark Duggan opened fire at police officers before he was shot. So he didn't open fire. The weapon was in his sock. So he didn't. You know what I mean? You know. It says this is the statement from Mark Duggan's family. Now remember, they're putting this statement up across the screen when there's fucking flames and shit and smoke flying up all over the place. It says, we feel completely gutted. Someone must be made accountable for this. So the trick of the propaganda is to get you to think that that's their statement on what's going on with the burning of bins and cars and shops, when in actual fact that's the statement what they're making on the killing of their family member. It goes on to say, we cannot believe that they can do this in this day and age. Who do you think they're talking about? Kids burning tyres, or the police? And this is it, man. I mean, the fucking news presenter was even saying that it's a cultural problem. It's a cultural problem within the black community. And get this, they had a clinical psychologist on there to to talk about the problems in the black community. That's how fucked up the propaganda is, and how fucked up the cover-up of this is. This is it. You've got 16,000 Met officers in London now, you know, and you've got half the country screaming out for the army to go in and kick fuck out of everybody who's and crush all this. You know, Cameron, we'll use we'll use plastic bullets on you, rubber bullets on you if we have to. You know, you've got Boris Johnson going on about all sorts of, you know, sounding like a typical schoolmaster, draconian punishments. The fucking Met have gone in and killed this guy. Yet the Met are made out to be the fucking heroes. Oh, the poor Met. No, I'm not saying that they should that people should be violent towards them, but something needs to be done. You know, because half the country isn't even fucking paying attention to this. They're paying attention to fucking bits of fires and stuff like that, and property getting damaged. This is the reason why it's fucking happening. We feel completely gutted. Someone must be made accountable for this. We cannot believe that they can do this in this day and age. They're playing the fucking race card, man. You know, and it's blatantly obvious. The media are inciting the race card in order to cover this.